So, what is your favorite art? I know what I hear is you use more Kali to help people, right? When it comes when you're training, what is your favorite? Is that Kali as well?
My favorite has to be Kali. I mean, it's just
All our
and
instructors
it,
are going to watch this, Lynn, so I'm putting you on the spot where it was not cool. No, but yeah, yeah.
yeah, I mean, Kali. I mean, over the years I've learned that the arts all integrate together.
Mm-hmm.
They complement each other, which I agree. And I love doing the JKD. I love doing the trapping. Kali seems like it's. I mean, and Rick talks about this a lot. Sometimes you gravitate towards something that you seem to pick up easier. Not that I'm proficient at any part of that, but the Kali, there's something about it. I think it's the fluidity, the noise, the motions. It just makes sense to me. The other stuff makes sense to me too. I love the sea lot, but like I said, I can't go down like I used to. A lot of times I train with Guru Peter Hetrick, and we'll get to a point. Yeah, that's good enough. We're going to stop right there. Okay, now it's your turn. Okay, we just don't want to go down the ground. I mean, I used to train sea lot where I was throwing, I was being thrown, hands were being twisted, wrists were being twisted.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the movements. I'm fine with that, but my body just now is just like, I don't know if that's a good idea going down. I get down, I know I get back up. But I've been working hard to kind of work on my stamina. I've been doing weight training just
Mm-hmm.
because I'm getting older, just to keep your muscle mass there. So yeah, but Kali's one of my favorite. I've trained in the other arts, all the one across the board, JKD, Muay Thai, all the curriculum, because I'm an instructor under Rick, so I've trained all that. If I did Muay Thai rounds, I might be huffing and puffing by the time I'm done.
Me too.
But I've been
Yeah.
there, I've done that,
Mm-hmm.
so I passed. So yeah, I enjoy it, but I think Kali would be probably my favorite.
I could see that because I see you when you're doing Kali. And for me, and you said something which is the only thing I can say when it comes up is that's just what made sense to me. And the other things, I love them, so I'll force, but the Kali just made sense. Something about the weaponry. And another thing I'm finding by talking to our friends like this is that a lot of folks have learned how to learn through Kali because it can seem it well I mean it is so vast and there is so much to it and it's overwhelming, but then sometimes if you like it so much and you stare at it and you're willing to look like an idiot enough and almost poke yourself in the eye with the stick after a while, that's the thing that makes sense, and did you find that at all, that you found a new way to learn through Kali?
Well, I think through all the martial arts that we do, even Kali, that I mean, the whole thing is that when you're training it, the repetitions there, the drills are there, the weaponry trains the muscle, trains the mind. So I remember several years ago, I was in the garage with my husband doing something and finding things, and there was a shovel there. It almost fell on me. And so my immediate reaction was to go like this. And it was just like, what the snake? Where'd that come from? And I knew where it came from, but it's ingrained in my muscle memory. It's just there. And my husband will do kind of the wash on, wash off stuff when he says, "Yeah, they just do this all day long." I said, "No, son, it's not just this and this. It's just in the muscle memory." And so when someone will say, "Well, show me something," I said, "Well, what do you want to see?" "Well, if I punched you like this," "Well, I don't know if you want to do that because I don't know what's going to come out." You know, that
That's a
might be
good
a
answer.
brave, bold move. But yeah, I found that the martial arts, the Kali especially, has just trained my body, my muscle memory, my brain. I'm very engaged in different things. I think clearer. I think the boxers, when they come up to me, they're saying, "Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. If I missed a day," she said, a lot of the ladies are like, "Yeah, I really love this. This is my favorite station." I don't tell everybody that. It's like, keep it down on the low. We've got other people
Mm-hmm.
working really hard, but they will come up and say, "We love the movement. We love the way it changes our brain and our thinking." And I tell them, I said, when they did something today, I said, you know what? It's in your muscle memory if you've been with me the past 4 years, whether you know it or not. And it's going to come out. And they're just like, wow, I didn't realize that I was training this. I said, yeah, I always tell them repetition is your friend. And I'll say, do the same thing I just told you to do. Again, I said, do it again and do it again. And then I said, okay, don't worry, I'm going to change it on you. I'm 2 minutes. I'm still trying to talk at the same time I'm teaching. I'm like, don't worry, I'm going to change it on you. And one of the boxers who's known me for 4 years says, yeah, she's going to change it on you. Just don't get too comfortable there because she always changes what she's doing, which is true. I always change it. But yeah, I mean, that's why I think I'm like, in a sense, Rick Fan, a lot of the martial artists who've been doing it as long as they have, and I'm going to keep doing it to my body. I mean, to whenever, but I'm going to keep doing it because it has so many benefits, not just to share with other people, but myself. But I don't want to keep it for myself. I want to share it. That's why I love going and doing it for Rocksteady, because I tell them, I said, I've seen the benefits for myself personally, and I know that you guys will benefit completely from it. And I think they have over the past 4 years.